Well, hello there. My name is Mark Miles. I love helping trainers, presenters just get better results. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about a distinction that will really help you understand what creates smooth learning as opposed to resistant learning, or help you understand essentially why people may be a little uneasy in a session that you may be part of, or hopefully not that you ever deliver yourself, right? So I want to bring a new distinction to the emotional environment that happens to be the learning environment. Because what we need to realize is that as a human, we innately value safety. Now, what do I mean by that? Essentially, safety in the sense of I am in an environment where there is minimal risk and the person in front of me, the teacher, the trainer, the mentor, the coach, whatever I'm looking at, is able to look after me and look after the environment and knows what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and there is a sense of security around that. And I can relax into the knowing that everything is under control. Everything is under control. Everything is under control, right? And if you're taking notes, I hope you've written that down. Because what we need to appreciate is great trainers, presenters, workshop facilitators are able to put across an aura of everything's under control. Now, if the trainer, presenter, coach, facilitator, mentor is not able to do that consistently, there can be a sense of, and there will be a sense of, a learner feeling discomfort, dis-ease, and they may not even be able to articulate why that is. Now, in order to actually create learning experiences or transformational experiences in a workshop, we need to be aware of this. Now, if you are presenting, absolutely, there's going to be a sense of unpredictability that you create. But at the same time, at the crux of that unpredictability, if the audience know that you know what you are doing, right? So mental safety is what I call it. Mental safety is a sense of, okay, as a learner, I can trust that this person in front of me knows what they are doing and they have everything under control. And if I trust, or if I can trust that the person in front of me has everything under control, then I can relax, trust the person, and I can know that it's safe to have my learning experience or transformational experience, right? So here are some ways that we can actually create mental danger for our learners, or a sense of a lack of mental safety. So here's some things that you may see, or hopefully you haven't experienced too much. But first one, if a trainer, presenter, workshop facilitator is late, that is going to create a sense of mental unsafety, because we're going to look at the person that's presenting and go, do they know their stuff? Is everything under control, right? So remember the frame, is everything under control, right? So number one, if the presenter is late, not good, right? Next one, not executing on what you say, not executing on what you say. What we mean by that is if you say at 3 o'clock XYZ is going to happen and you change your mind suddenly, mental unsafety, not good, right? Or if you say you're going to send something and you don't send it, mental unsafety, lack of integrity there. If you say you're going to do something a particular way and you don't, mental unsafety. Next one, not knowing where things are. So if you're looking around the room and you can't find things, or you're not sure where your equipment is, mental unsafety, not preparedness, right? Next one, not knowing what you're going to do next, right? So that would be constantly checking your notes. It would be, wondering, oh, what am I going to say next? Or, even, trying to research something or quickly try and find the answer, mental unsafety. Next one, catering not arriving on time. Very simple one, but again, it shows things are not under control. things are not under control, right? And you need to be presenting and putting across the aura of everything's under control. Next one, putting across a sense of time mismanagement. What do we mean by that? Well, if you're rushing to do things or you're putting pressure on your participants to do things, mental unsafety, because the audience are looking at you going, this person doesn't have things under control. So if you say something to your audience and say, oh, we're a little bit pressured for time here, or we need to hurry up, or any comments around time, that shows mental unsafety. And you don't have your stuff under control. Next one, your slides not working. Problem. Tech issues. Freak out, right? So all of these things present an aura of things are not under control, right? So I really want to encourage you, if you are a budding trainer, presenter, or even someone who's been around for a while, appreciate the fact that any time that you are putting across an aura of, things are under control, you are getting a mental tick in the mind of your audience member to go, I can trust this person. But when something is not under control or something is not going the way expected and it is phrased in a way that's detrimental, then your audience are going to untick that box and their level of uncertainty and anxiousness is going to rise, right? And whenever we are delivering training, there's two aspects to it. There's the emotional side and there's a technical side of how we're presenting the information, what we're saying, when we're saying it. So when the emotional side of things has become a little bit dangerous, then the technical really just crumbles, right? And you need to work hard to get both sides working really well. And you want to make sure your emotional delivery is powerful, positive, impactful, and there is a sense of, I've got everything under control. And if things do go out of control, so to speak, you have got phrases that uplift and empower your audience for them to see it as a positive thing, not a negative thing, right? So you can still create that sense of, everything's under control without negatively casting an image of, oh shit, I don't know what we're doing here, folks. And you can empower your audience to see it as a positive. Another topic for another time, but purpose of this video is to really help anyone that's presenting to an audience to really think, okay, do my audience feel mentally safe right now? And do I have an aura, or am I projecting an aura of, everything's under control? Everything's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're all good. You're going to get the outcome that you signed up and paid for. Everything's good. We're all good here. So things like the coffee, the lunch, the catering not turning up on time, start to think about how are you going to deal with that in a way that projects everything's under control. Because if you don't, then they're going to untick that box, so to speak, right? So start to think about what are your redundancies, what are your positive frames that you're going to put about anything that goes out of your control or out of something that's a little bit unexpected, so to speak. On that note, folks, hope you get some value. Don't forget, it's all about mental safety. And if that is taken away, then a learner will stop learning, so to speak. Hope you got some value. As always, like, comment, share. Let's get the video out there and let's get even more consciously aware of the mental safety of our learners. Thanks so much for watching, team, and we'll see you on the next one.